Thank you. Good night. Welcome to the Manufactured Home Show, everybody. My name is Mike. Welcome. It's Thursday, April the 14th, 2011. Where does the time go? Good morning. It's morning where I am, so I have to say that. It's all right. Welcome to the big show today, unscripted once again. I did do some research and I do have some things that I want to talk about, and I'm going to try to blow through them really fast this morning because I got to get out of here. I got a lot to do. Manufactured Home Show today, as every day, brought to you by manufacturedhomemart.com, premier online store for manufactured housing. Thank you so much for using manufacturedhomemart.com. Really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me on that. I'm going to move to topics right away today. There's a lot happening. Well, for a slow news day, there's a lot happening. I do have, I do have some manufactured home items to talk about today. But let me first get to some of the news, okay? The headline type of news. USA Today, I guess the FAA official, the senior guy of the FAA, he decided that he was going to go ahead and resign because all the air traffic controllers keep falling asleep. And I don't know if you saw the news, but what they decided to do is because the people keep falling asleep, the air traffic controllers keep falling asleep, they're going to put an extra one on. And these guys make like a lot of money. They make like $100,000 a year. So now instead of one guy, you got two. Let me tell you what, there'd be a lot of people out there in this world, in this hard economy, they'd be willing to do that job. Let's train some people to stay awake, give them no-dos. I don't know what you got to do, but I tell you, if you had a hardcore job like that, I don't know how you can fall asleep. I heard that air traffic control is a stressful job. So if you have a stressful job, how do you fall asleep? I don't know. But anyway, this guy, he went ahead and just quit. Good for you, dude. Probably a good move. It's embarrassing. I'd probably quit too. It's not that guy's fault. He was so nauseated by the whole thing that screw this. I'm out of here. I don't blame him. CNN, okay. CNN.com this morning. What I see, besides Piers Morgan, I'm already tired of Piers Morgan, by the way. He's all right, but I mean, come on. It's too big for his britches. We don't like your smug British attitude around here. And around these parts there, Piers Morgan, we don't like your kind. I'm just kidding. Hey, Piers, you're all right, buddy. I'm sick of you already. Sorry. David Koresh, there's followers, the Branch Davidians, if you remember back in 1993, they raided the Branch Davidian compound in Waco, Texas, and these people still believe that David Koresh was God. Seriously, a lot of times I've decided we have to pray for God to heal these people. You can go on CNN.com, shows some unbelievable pictures. It really brings me back to '93, and I see that fire. Have completely wiped out these people. If you don't know about the Branch Davidians, you could look it up on the internet and read it. But this guy, this is amazing. Clive Doyle, I'm reading from CNN.com. Clive Doyle, 70, survived the fire at the compound, but his 18-year-old daughter, Sherry, did not. Like Martin, he still believes that God talked through Koresh. I seriously doubt it, bro. I very, very, very seriously doubt that. So I pray for you today. Waco, Texas. Terrible tragedy. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That's enough about that. MSNBC, I like to flip through the headlines. This is stuff that happens right now. That's what's great about the Manufactured Home Show, everybody. We talk about the most current events, and we don't take a long time to do it either. We get out a lot of stuff in a short period of time here. And I will get to the manufactured home part, I swear. Maybe, I don't know. If time allows, we'll get to the part of the show that has to do with manufactured housing. All right, MSNBC. What me worry? Population rises near U.S. nuke plants. You know what? People in the United States are not scared at all about living next to. We'll live right next to that. If you give us a good deal on that house, it's right next to the nuclear reactor. We'll take it. No problem. As a matter of fact, I live in Phoenix, Arizona, as you might know. The show originates from here. About 40 miles, 50 miles to the west is the biggest nuclear plant in the nation, Palo Verde Nuclear Plant. Once again, Google it. Look it up. But I don't live right next to it. But the fact is that, if something does happen to Palo Verde, if it gets hit by a plane or, I don't know, maybe we somehow had an earthquake. We're not really that far from the Baja Peninsula. I mean, it's probably like 250 miles. Somehow we could feel an earthquake, or maybe something could happen. I don't know. Anyway, if something happened there, even I'm 50 miles away, I'm gonna be nuked. That's why I feel for these people in Japan. Japan's not a big place, as you might know. It's not big. It's a freaking island and it's small. Anyway, it doesn't surprise me that Americans are not afraid to live next to nuclear plants. We're crazy people. We don't mind. We'll do it. We'll do anything. Okay, now my local news, azcentral.com. You know what? You got me today, AZ Central. I won't bash on you at all because this actually is a testament to my own personal lameness for not knowing something in my own state. As a matter of fact, something very popular around the whole country, the Grand Canyon. This has operator tribe at odds over Grand Canyon Skywalk. Well, the Skywalk is this cool thing, and it's like a horseshoe. It has glass so you can walk out over the canyon. I've never seen this before. I don't know when it was constructed. I thought it was an artist rendering when I was looking at the picture on azcentral.com. No, that's real. It's there right now. So I want to plug the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is beautiful. If you've never seen it, you've got to. And now that I see that it has this skywalk, which they probably built it, God knows, 10 years ago. I don't even know when they built it, but I'm embarrassed that I don't know it. It is funny, but that is very cool. It literally juts out over the canyon. And I don't know, the article is something about, they're upset, but I don't care about that. This is cool. The actual horseshoe. Very cool. Let me check in, see if anything's going on over here. Nope. We're doing good. We're doing pretty good for time. I'm excited. Oh, you hear I don't know if you can hear the beatbox there. All right, let's move on from that. The Grand Canyon, everybody. Arizona, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Isn't that great? Right here in Arizona. Arizona, let me defend Arizona for a moment since I'm from here. It is a wonderful state. Please don't believe the hype that you see. We're not a bunch of hillbillies. There are hillbillies here, but not everybody is. It's not a barren desert. It's not a barren wasteland. And it's quite beautiful. I mean, we have high country. We've got Flagstaff. We have Grand Canyon, obviously. We have the low desert. Phoenix is a desert area. Much of the southern part of Arizona is desert. But even parts of that are pretty cool. I just thought I'd plug Arizona a little bit. All right, let me stop talking about my home state. Let me talk about this manufactured home stuff. First of all, I want to once again hand it to MHMSM.com. Give them a quick golf clap for they really do an excellent job in reporting the news about manufactured housing. And I actually commented on an article today about the IBIS. There's a lot of scuffling around about that, but I don't think that we really need to worry so much about what they report. I really don't. Who cares, quite honestly? We all got to do our thing. We're in the industry. Who cares what they say? Um, I'm upset that I can't read this letter. I want to read the letter from I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I'm really sorry. I think it's Danny Gurbani. He's the MHARR, and it won't come up. Tony, you got to fix the link for that letter there. I want to read that. The one that is going from MHARR. I was able to read the letter, and I'm going to share a little bit about this. The MHI letter. This is actually going back to January 11th. So I'm quite behind the news on this, but I wanted to say a couple things about it, and then that'll be that. This is a letter to the Honorable Darrell Issa, Chairman on Oversight and Government Reform, U.S. House of Representatives. Okay, this is a letter from, I think this is Thayer Long. Yep, Executive Vice President of MHI, Thayer Long. First of all, I want to commend Thayer Long. I think he's a damn smart guy. I don't know him personally, but from what I can tell, that he is. And this letter was very well crafted and well done. And I appreciate what's in it. Now, I'm not really going to discuss all that except for probably the last part of this where I'm going to say something bold here. You know, there's a big problem where HUD is making things tough. HUD regulates the manufacturers how the homes are built, to what standards they're built. So HUD is kind of being a pain, and what I also gather is that we've got this other group. We have two now instead of just one federal agency. So it says here, this is the end of the letter. The Energy Independent Security Act of 2007 directs the U.S. Department of Energy to create new standards, blah, 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 blah. So what he's saying is that this makes no sense from a regulatory standpoint. We've always had one agency, HUD, that oversees all the aspects. Now we have two. Well, I can definitely see that as a problem. And we have our own problems, which is why Danny Gurbani from MHARR sent a scathing letter, which I want to read. I want that link to work. But it's the whole purpose. But here's what I want to float out there, okay? We got so much problems with HUD housing, and granted, okay, it is our most affordable home that we can build, the HUD product, okay? Everybody understands that, but perhaps, just perhaps, for the industry at large, maybe it's time to actually go away from HUD and go towards modular. Now, many people are going to go, oh, that's. I know. Believe me, I love the HUD code homes for the same reason that you do. It's because it's the most affordable product that we can build. But listen, if we're going to have so much issues, if we're going to spend so much time fighting with HUD, fighting now the Department of Energy, fighting and fighting and fighting, well, you know what? The fact is if you go to modular, if you go to the Universal Building Code, wherever you are, fact is that there's no argument now, okay? And to my knowledge, you know, when you're building to the code of the state you're in, bang, that's it. Less oversight. What's the word I'm looking for? Less regulation. The regulation is the code for where you are. So listen, I don't know. I'm throwing out a very, very crazy idea. What if in the future we don't have HUD code homes? What about that? What if we went all modular? What if as an industry we really wanted to say, you know what? Now we want to, because we always talk about how we want to get away from the past. We want to get away from trailers, from mobile homes. Okay, well, what if you went all the way to modular and you actually left the HUD code in the dust? What if you did that? What would that do to spur on an industry that desperately needs to get a really good market share in the years to come, where there will be a housing recovery? I personally think it's going to take a long time, But that's good because we obviously need time to get our act together in the manufactured housing industry. But I'm just throwing out ideas. I do it for free right here on the Manufactured Home Show live. That's it. Listen, you can agree with me or you can disagree with me. It's fine. But the fact of the matter is that your opportunity is gone because this show is over right now. You'll have to email me with any other commentary, but it's something to consider anyway. I thought about it before, and why not? I'm sure a lot of people will tell me why not, but hey, just throwing out ideas here. Everybody, thanks for joining me today on the Manufactured Home Show. I really appreciate it. And of course, as always, the end plug for the website, manufacturedhomemart.com, the premier online store for manufactured housing. Check it out today, manufacturedhomemart.com. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for the Big Friday show. Friday. Bye-bye.